Hang on just a second. We'll get there in just a minute.
Before we get started with that, we wanted to do a quick little Q&A segment, I guess, between Amber and myself, just to kind of answer some random questions that we actually have for each other. So hope you guys enjoy and are entertained by it, because we don't know what the questions are yet. We haven't told each other. We just kind of gave a general idea. So
no cheating?
No cheating. Who gets to go first? Do you want to ask
you,
first?
This is all your idea.
So
you
I get
first.
to ask you the question first?
Yeah.
The first set of questions are going to be in regards to the house and that whole process. We actually have another set of questions that are going to be talking about this process, the whole vlog, and actually our photography business. A couple questions there. So Amber wants to go first. So this is the first one we've got. She doesn't know. This is so exciting. Okay. We're extremely early in the building process at this time, but what stage are you most excited about at this time?
Moving in.
We'll accept it.
Honest answer. What style of house do you want to build? I know the answer, but they don't.
I guess you don't, because they just see the floor plan so far. I would love to build a modern farmhouse.
Me too.
Yes. What is the one thing in the new house that you will not, in a million years, sacrifice for something less?
Honestly, I already got all the things that I want in the floor plan. I wanted a window over my sink. That was a huge thing for me. Nothing above our room. We needed an office space. We needed to be able to finish out a game room later on. That stuff's already done. The finishes and things, like, we'll figure that out. We'll work within our budget. The floor plan was the biggest thing for me.
Thank goodness for Eric Rogers of Zona Designs. He has seriously worked with us so patiently and has done a fantastic job. So Thank you, Eric. We appreciate it. My question, golly, these are so scary.
Why did you move to the country?
Oh man, that is a great question. It's actually been a dream of mine for a very long time. Ever since really I was a kid, we actually used to live in a house right outside of town. It was just a small little piece of property. Just by nature, I am an introvert. So,
well, yeah.
You know, and I think that ties into it, which is really weird that we do the whole vlogging thing, but...
I'm also introverted,
yeah.
And I'm major homebody, so living in the country is good for me.
Yeah, and I think there's just something to be said about being surrounded by people constantly, you know, be at work, wherever you go, shopping, eating, grocery stores, or whatever, and then you go home and you're still surrounded by everybody. So it's nice to just get away from that and decompress a little bit. Yeah, it's nice. So there you go. My turn. Last home question. If there happens to be a few dollars left over at the end of the building process, what is the one thing you would like to splurge on?
Well, there won't be any dollars left, so...
You know, maybe something a little nicer than you anticipated.
That one fancy light.
That one fancy light?
That one fancy light.
Dang, guys, this light is fancy.
It's not fancy. It's just expensive.
Equals fancy.
It's a dining room.
Fancy equals expensive.
Dining room light. Okay.
Last question.
Last question for the home. Oh, no. Hang on. I don't have another one. I doubled it. Whoops. Okay, I'm going to steal one of your questions since I don't have another question. What is the one thing that you won't sacrifice on for the house?
My big thing was the shower. That was always my big one.
Okay.
For those of you who don't know me and can't tell,
he's giant.
I'm not giant. I'm 6'4", but I need a bigger shower. Our last shower was really small, and
he's got long arms.
Throwing
also.
bows. Yeah. So anyway, hopefully we'll get that.
No, we will. We will get that. I get to ask you now.
Okay.
Some creative questions. Which do you like more? Filmmaking or photography?
Is both cheating? Can I say that?
I mean...
Because I am really enjoying the whole filmmaking, if you guys can't tell. But photography is kind of where it all began with me. Yeah. Like, but I do. I'm really enjoying it. It's a ton of fun. So that's kind of like the easy cop-out answer. I'm going to stick with it.
Okay.
All right.
We also need to hurry because
gosh.
they're going to be here soon and we still have
Yeah.
to go to the bank and get some money.
Oh, man, we got to hurry. Okay. Who has been your biggest photo-related inspiration?
Can I look at Instagram to see who I follow? Oh gosh.
And I don't mean like today. I'm just mean like throughout your whole career.
There's not one person. There's really not. I mean, I could tell you filmmaking inspiration, definitely. But photography,
A lot.
there's just so many. I like so many different styles, and I follow so many great photographers on Instagram. Not even big names, just, Joe in Idaho who takes ridiculous landscapes, or Susie in Massachusetts who takes really cool urban photography. I don't know. I like it all.
Yeah. So many talented people out there. I agree.
And I'm inspired by just like regular people who do this, not like huge name celebrity photographers. I could care less about that. I like the people like you and I who just see the world through a lens and capture it beautifully.
Great answer. Okay. Oh, it's my turn.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
What drives you to create photos and videos?
There's just something deep within me that's wired. It's always been that way. I've always had that creative bone, and you almost answered my question with your last one. So it's neat to capture the world through my eye and to offer that to whoever wants to look at it. I don't care if it's one person or 10 million, really.
I get it.
What are your favorite types of shoots?
People. I mean, is that an answer?
Sure.
I really like taking maternity pictures. If you're familiar with baby wearing, where people put their babies in wraps and wear them on their backs or their hips or whatever. I love those photos. I haven't gotten to do many of those recently.
And if you guys haven't had a chance to check out our latest videos, there's actually a quick little short we did where Amber did shoot a maternity session, so feel free to check that out. It was actually turned out really great.
What is your favorite part of filming? Like the movie making process in general?
Okay. Can editing be?
Yeah, oh totally.
I thoroughly enjoy editing. For those of you who don't know, I actually have a background in recording engineering, and I'm finding that it actually correlates really close to
A lot.
and it's so fun to start digging those skills back up and really just driving that whole creative process. I'm really liking it a lot.
He's really good at it too.
Ooh, this one's going to be a tough one.
Uh-oh.
What is your biggest goal for the Vine photo/vlog?
Freedom in a sense of you don't have to work at your job anymore. We can work together all day long. I mean, that's really the goal, whatever avenue it takes us, I'm open. If we make films for others, that's cool. Whatever gets us to where we can create together all day long, that's what I want.
Yeah, that would be a dream, and I'm okay if that goal comes true.
That's what I'm working for.
Let's do it.
What do you love photographing the most?
Landscapes. Period.
Done. Next question.
No
Okay.
need to elaborate. I would, okay. Next question.
Next question.
This one's probably going to be the toughest question for
Oh,
you.
great. He said that on every question, I'm pretty sure.
Nope. What constructive feedback do you have for me as a partner in this whole journey?
Ooh.
How can
constructive
I get better?
I think that you are fantastic, and you know that. I tell him that literally every day, like all day long. He's probably like, okay, I get the point. I think transitions, and I mean that like you are good at them. I think that sometimes you can like dial it back just a little bit. Like he puts so much into them, and like one little blip that you see for a quarter of a second will take him so long. And I think maybe if you can get better at that and kind of either streamline or just clean it up some, I think that you'll really have a lot more editing success.
Noted.
Is that good feedback?
Yeah, that's great feedback.
Does that hurt your feelings?
No, not at all.
I don't want to hurt your feelings.
Because we ask people to give us feedback all the time, and it's overwhelmingly positive, which is great, but I'm more into improving and seeing the constructive side of things.
Last question.
Okay.
What is your background in photography? I know this answer, but I'm asking it anyway.
About a little over 10 years ago now, I had the awesome opportunity to work as a freelance photo assistant in the San Francisco Bay Area with a number of fantastic photographers, and they kind of took me under their wing and showed me so much as a photographer. These are all guys that went to like Brooks Institute of Photography and paid way too much money for it, and they seriously all told me, don't do it. You'll learn everything you need to know from me. And I got to shoot on some really big shoots, be it from, Hewlett Packard, AT&T, Compaq, Seagate, just a number of really cool shoots. And I can't thank those guys enough for really leading me down that path and ultimately getting to show it to you, because I love sharing that information. And it's been a dream come true, honestly.
He's taught me everything I know.
This one's just kind of like a fun question, and I don't know.
Is this a photography question?
Kind
or
of. It's kind of related to this whole
Okay.
endeavor we have here,
Okay.
but when it comes to our Vine blog channel,
Okay.
how many subscribers would you like to have by the end of 2018?
100?
100.
100 would be cool.
100. Let's do it.
How
Can
many
guys
do you
help
want to
us?
have?
I don't know. It's tough because, again, like we just talked about, my passion for sharing and inspiring and wanting to show people stuff. So we have like 30 subscribers right now, and that's really cool to be able to, speak to you guys and to show you life through our lens. It's really awesome. But if we had 100 subscribers, that would be awesome. If we had 1,000, sweet.
That'd be crazy.
That would be nuts. I don't know what I'd do. That's just crazy to think about.
We have one last life question.
Ooh, bonus.
A bonus.
And then we gotta go for real.
Yeah, for real. What is your number one goal in life?
I think I just summed it up. I truly love to inspire people, lift them up, really just to inspire them to do more than they thought possible. Because I suffer from it too, but I think a lot of us tend to lack that self-confidence, to think that we're not good enough. But I don't know, it's like I have this vision to see beyond that and see the best in people and to know that they can do it. And I love bringing that out in people.
That is all true. And he does that all the time.
It's probably to a fault. But
Nah.
hang on, I've got one too.
Oh, whoa.
And this one can be for these guys too.
Okay.
So, what question did I not ask you that you were hoping I would?
Probably the ones that I asked.
Because you all had answers prepared for those.
No, I didn't.
Anyway, we've got to run to the bank. Seriously though, if you guys have any other questions, please feel free to comment them below and we will do our best to answer them.
So now we are going to go to the bank. We're going to meet with our designer, and he's bringing along a builder who could be, potential builder for us.
Absolutely.
We're going to meet out at our land and have a meeting.
All right.
So stick around.
Let's go.
So our meeting went super, 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 super great. I was a little nervous / excited to see our new elevation, and it is
Eric, you killed it, man.
It's so good.
Seriously.
It's so good. I love it.
You did an amazing job, and you guys will get to see. Hopefully we'll have the opportunity to overlay it.
So we had a really great meeting with his builder, John, and we will be just waiting for the bid to come back from him.
Hopefully later this week,
yeah.
we're hoping.
Next up, we got to go to the bank this week, like ASAP.
Gotta figure out how to pay for this thing.
Yeah.
We've designed this amazing house, and we're like, how do we pay for it? So
We'll figure it out. Anyway, that's all for today.